All right, man. What a great day. Let's take a tour. Over here, we have Nightmare Before Christmas from a couple of years ago. Who doesn't love Nightmare Before Christmas? All right, that's pretty fancy. And then back here, we have the sculpture. Look at that. Thing's 7 feet tall. Oh my gosh. It's so big. It's taller than me. Fantastic. Let's go check out what we have in the rest of the house. Who are you gonna call? Not Ghostbusters! They'll come and get me! In here we have the sandworm. The pneumatic sandworm. Right there. We get closer, it's gonna open. Oh man, that was pretty neat. Oh, and up here on the ceiling, we have a sandworm. Goes all the way up into the ceiling. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Sandworm complete with blinking eyes. Oh, how creepy. And we keep traveling this way. And behind me we have the Beetlejuice Tombstone. Oh my gosh. That's where I live in the evenings when my services are not needed. And how you know where my tombstone is located? Wouldn't be complete without a Beetlejuice sign. Oh, I'm right here. Right there. Oh, and over here is my favorite. This is my girl. It's my girl right here. It's only half of her. That's okay, because the other half is right here, babe. Oh, yeah. Here's the other half of my babe. Oh, man, is she a sweetheart. She is one sexy beast. Look at that. Yeah, some magician had a rough time with her. And then, of course, if you're going to get married, you got to have yourself an awesome fireplace. Complete with a priest. That's all, babe. Goes for the most. Signing out. Have a great evening.
So here's the base to the sculpture, just OSB. And then I added PVC pipe and chicken wire. And I covered all this with a layer of paper mache, actually 2 layers of paper mache, and then some layers of paint to make the sculpture. There's 6 layers of paint on there to create the texture.
That's controlled with this solenoid. This blue hose is the air. If you wave by this motion sensor, it causes it to shoot out. And it's all powered by this Arduino and a computer power supply. So every time you walk by, it's going to make a Halloween prop move. The framework for the sandworm is up and running. Flip the switch, energizes the solenoid, which sends air to the pneumatic cylinder. Roar! Back here is the pneumatic cylinder. Pretty cool. Roar!
Here we have the Arduino that controls the motion sensor for the sandworm. And I added lips and teeth, and a second head is starting here. There it is painted with the 2 heads and the extra eyes. The eyes actually light up red and green depending on what it's doing. The whole thing's covered with an old t-shirt and then just painted to keep it in place. On the ceiling I took some sonotube that I used for cement and attached that to the ceiling to create the illusion of a sandworm coming out of the ceiling. This is the base for the tombstone. Covered it with foam, shaped it, and then grinded it with a wire wheel to create the texture. These skeletons are made from PVC pipe that's bent with a heat gun and fastened to the wood brace on the inside. The top gargoyle is made out of PVC and styrofoam covered with a layer of cloth, spackle, and glue. Adding some dry brushing and made the Beetlejuice sign with some plexiglass. And then there's Christmas lights behind it to illuminate it from behind. This is for the sign. It's cedar boards, that's 3/4 inch thick, with a layer of luan around the outside, 1/4 inch plywood, and ping pong balls to be the lights. Here you can see the beginning of the arrows that I was making, and then the plexiglass that I spray painted the backside yellow and put the Beetlejuice letters on the other side. I bought the vinyl Beetlejuice letters to apply them. Here I am soldering up the wires that control the 120 LEDs, and everything is attached to an Arduino that controls the patterns of the lights.
Looks pretty cool. And then if we go in the back, it's all controlled right here. We have a little Arduino.
Here's some SketchUp plans I made for the fireplace, so I knew how big to make it without trial and error. And I made it out of sheets of cardboard that I glued together to create the shape. And then I put some gussets on and gave it some dimensions. Now it's got 3 dimensions. This was tricky to make, and it's over 7 feet tall because none of the angles are square. And then I covered the whole thing with a layer of spackle, and I textured it to look like it was made with stucco. But the whole thing's really made out of cardboard. Here's the makeup. I used liquid latex and toilet paper to give the 3D illusion of moss. And there I am with my wife, Lydia, who's very happy to be marrying me. Her dress has hoops in it, and it is 30 inches wide. There's I am with my girlfriend. She's kind of split about if she likes me or not. And there we are getting married in front of the fireplace. Thanks for watching.